So here is my little aquaponic system I've set up in my bedroom here. It's more of a proof of concept than anything else because it's a little bit small. But the idea behind aquaponics is that you can simultaneously grow fish and plants at the same time. The fish produce waste, which the plants use as fertilizer, and the plants in turn purify the water for the fish. And there's actually three parts of an aquaponic system. There are the fish, which consume food and produce ammonia as waste. There's the bacterial colony, which then converts that ammonia into nitrates. And then there are the plants, which use the nitrates as fertilizer to grow, and they purify the water for the fish. So if you want a closer look at my setup here, down here we have some simple feeder fish. We have an aquarium pump there in the back which sends the water up into the grow bed. We have a sponge filter here, which is where the bacteria colony lives, and they convert the ammonia to nitrates. Up here we have my grow bed. I'm growing simple mint here. It's easy to grow, so I thought it'd be perfect. And what happens is this pump here, my fountain pump, pumps water up into the grow bed, which begins to fill up. And when it reaches a certain point, there's something called a bell siphon, which I have right here. It's that PVC pipe there, right in the middle. And that bell siphon, once the water gets to a certain point, it begins to drain the water back into the aquarium. And this is key because you can't just have the plants submerged in the water constantly. Because if you do, they'll eventually succumb to root rot, and they'll die. They won't be able to grow. So this is key because the water fills up, allows the plants to get water, take the nutrients out of the water, but then when it drains down, it sucks air back down into the grow bed, into my rocks there. And so this allows the plants to effectively breathe so that they aren't drowned by the water. So I don't know if you can hear, my bell siphon is beginning to turn on. The water's beginning to reach the point where it's high enough that the bell siphon is going to kick in. And this is nice because it's all automated. The only thing is the pump there. The pump constantly pumps water up into there, and then the bell siphon will automatically begin to drain once it gets to a certain point. So you see the water is up all the way, almost all the way, so the plants are almost completely submerged in the water there. Now the bell siphon is beginning to kick on. It starts draining down into there. That's just the beginning of it. You'll see it kick on here in just a second for real. But there's really only two inputs that you need in an aquaponic system. You have to have a light input for the plants to grow, which that can either be, since this is indoors, that's just a grow light, or it could be the sun if you were outdoors. And you need a food endpoint to feed your fish. So I just use regular fish flakes for that. But there goes my bell siphon. There you go, it's draining the water there. If you watch, you actually see the water beginning to go down there. So the water's draining out of that. It's going to suck air back down through the soil, letting the plants breathe. So it's a really nice system. I've had it running for 2 or 3 months now, and it's all gone really well. My fish have been fine. I haven't had any deaths. So the water has been clean enough for them, and then the plants they haven't grown as much as I would like. And I think I don't have enough fish to produce enough waste for them, or I don't have enough light. But they've definitely grown, but just not as much as I would hope. But yeah, that's my simple aquaponic system there.